In the previous video, we showed the basics of installing an Ubuntu container. In this version here, we're going to install a more recent version of Ubuntu. The Ubuntu installed by default was 12.04, which is still supported, but it is getting a little out of date. So I'm back in my screen, and how we're going to do it is we're going to go to LXC create again. And we're going to say for type, we're going to say download. And we're going to give it a container name, which I'm going to go with CONT2. All right. Now, what it's doing is downloading a list of possible installation images. All right. Now, you see there's quite a few here as I scroll up. The very last one down here is 2017. It's not yet released. It's the bleeding edge, as it were. Yakety is the fall release. It's not long-term support. We want Xenial. Xenial is 1604. That's the most recent long-term support. That's probably the one we want. So first of all, we type the distribution, which is Ubuntu. Then we type the release, Xenial. Then we type the architecture, and I'm an AMD 64. You type the correct architecture for whatever machine you're actually going to run this on. And here it comes. Now we're downloading the image, the templates, and all the information we need. Takes a few minutes. Not terribly long, though. Depends on your internet speed, of course. Okay, I paused the video there. It's come down, and this is what the end of the download looks like. All right, we have it down there, and it should be in /var/lib/lxc. And you see there is a container 2. /CONT2, and there's the config and the root file system, same as we had before. All right, we need to get in there and give it a root password and do a couple of other things. To do that, you say LXC start -n, name of container, comp2, and D for -D to start the daemon. Okay, it's started. It'd be nice to know the IP number for further reference. So that's LXC-LS-LS-F, and the IP number, which I'm going to write down, is 10.0.3.249. Your mileage may vary. It'll be different. Anyway, write that down, or use this command to find out what it is, because you need that to SSH into the container. All right, next we're going to attach the container. We're going to go in as a console, LXC-attach, name of console, name of container, container 2, whoops, got the N. Okay, and you see the prompt changed. I'm root on the container. I want to give the root a password, and I'll just say ABC123, which is easy enough. The next thing is we need to get SSH, because it is probably not installed by default, and we will need that. So apt get, I am root, so. And you can download anything else you want at this time. For example, the X11 applications and so forth. If they're not installed, they may be installed. I'm not sure. You'll have to check that out. All right, so we're getting the SSH. There should be a user already named Ubuntu, and you probably want to set a password for the user. And I'm going with ABC123. This is not exposed to the outside world, so who cares? All right, we've done all that stuff. We can now exit, and a Control-D will exit you out of the attached console. And we're back on my home screen, which I'm also root on, but that doesn't hurt things. Probably shouldn't be, but nonetheless, some of those things had to be done as root. The LXC create, for example, had to be done as a root because you're modifying directories that are owned by root. All right, the next thing would be to log into this container. So that would be SSH. It would be Ubuntu at 10.0.3.249. And it gives you a fingerprint warning. And once the password, there I am. in the container, and you can do container type stuff. Anything you want to do in the container. Now, we haven't done the X windows and all of that sort of things, or pass through the audio card, but that would be the same as in the previous video. So I won't do it here. So I'm on there, and I'll exit from the container. I'm out of the container. And now, how do you want to stop the container? Instead of letting it run, lxc-stop, -cont2, stops, whoops. What did I do? Oh, I left off -n. That stops the container. And if you want to get rid of the container, it's lxc destroy -n cont2. I won't destroy it, but that's how you would destroy it, and it removes all traces of the container. So fairly easy to get rid of it too. Well, there you have it. That would allow you to get any version or distribution. If we scroll back up here, hopefully it's still on the screen, you see there's several distributions. There's Alpine, there's Arch Linux, I guess they pronounce it, CentOS, a bunch of Debians, Fedora, Gentoo. There's an Oracle distribution, Plamo, I'm not familiar with that, and a lot of Ubuntus, going back quite a distance. So there you are.